Hi, my name's Yasmin and I'm the DM.
Hi, my name is Samantha. I play Elora Greyvale and she is a sorceress from the province of Nephalia.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I play Ogvar Shawfort, the goat-herding, mushroom-seeking ranger from Kessig.
Hi, I'm Rick, and I play Otto, a spring sage from Hanweir sworn to the land, wandering the plain and setting wrongs to right with his ursine companion, Bojo.
Episode 185 included some dark themes and left us with a lot to unpack in our recap. So let us try to paint you a general picture. As the latest conflict concluded, our companions had regrouped and proceeding along the passageway, they picked the left-hand path at the intersection. A dark corridor, interspersed with wall-mounted candles releasing dark smoke and a pungent essence, assaulted their senses, infusing the space with a crimson incandescence. Behind a long pillar of rock, the space stretched away, and a successful search revealed a dark ingress through the cavern wall on one side and a concealed doorway on the other. Upon hearing the soft sounds of sobbing, our sorceress could not ignore her human instinct to investigate the source of the suffering. In hushed tones, she called out, and creeping around the corner, Elora was met with a wave of extreme exhaustion, which washed over her senses, causing her to retreat in urgent need of recovery. Upon relaying this event to her friends, she expressed her extreme concerns for their current situation. A little while later, access was gained through a concealed and magically sealed doorway disguised as stone. It was through this opening our heroes found copious amounts of crates and supplies, as well as a collection of bloodied manacles. But it was the grim goings-on in the space connected to these stores that stopped the party dead in their tracks, as the fanatical cultists' foul deeds were discovered and Elora's worst suspicions confirmed. Episode 186, A Rescue from Ruin.
You are all stood in this, effectively a cell, a large natural cell. Otto, the old lady who is breathing horrendously, she looks in a terrible way, has just been moved over to the cages, so the bars, so you can get to her. And meanwhile, Elora has started scratching around in her backpack, pulling out a potion, which you see her hand to this young woman. What are you doing?
I'm going to reach through the bars to the extent that I can. Cast the only healing I have, which is a cure minor wounds. It's not a lot, but hopefully it should keep her alive long enough for us to get her somewhere safe where we can do a bit more.
Okay, do you want to roll me that cure, that healing damage? Healing. Then.
I wish it came with a dice roll. Cure minor wounds is just 1 hit point.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
But I will happily roll the dice if it makes you feel better.
No, it's fine. We don't need dice.
Do you have a D1,
okay,
Rick?
Yeah, a D1, yeah.
What's the
a whole
answer for
1D1 as well, specifically.
It's a D1, high or low?
Always high.
Yeah, you reach through the bars, you place a hand on her thin, bony shoulder, and you cast your spell. You see the silver light emitting from your palm sink into her skin, And her skin is so translucent and papery you can almost see as it travels through her veins like mercury. And it appears to stabilise her some. Her breathing smoothens out. It's not terribly smooth, but it seems to have had some effect on her.
Right. I would say we need to get her moving, all of them moving, back to our tower as quickly as we can. With a night's sleep I can offer more relief, but until then I have nothing else to offer.
Okay, I don't have any spells or anything that can help, but consider me here as an able-bodied assistant.
Well, I think Alora was going to do the honours. I suggest we make sure nothing else comes to cause problems in the meantime, and once Alora has taken them back to the tower, then you and I should make, and of course our other erstwhile companions should make our way back to the tower as quickly as we can too, I think.
Okay, no problem at all.
Over to you, Alora.
Right. I can see things that you can't from here, and it's not attractive. Okay, so she's had her potion. Just make sure that you get that down yourself, just quickly, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you and your 2 children out of here first. I'm going to be taking you to a safe space. She's going to turn to Ogvar and Otto and just say, I'll be right back for the rest.
Okay.
Just guard this lot or something. Okay, so she's going to she points to the lock and say to Ogvar, maybe you guys can work on getting that undone so you can get access as well while I do this job.
Okay.
And she's going to turn to the children. Hold each other's hands, children. And to the mother, hold the child's hand. We all need to be in contact for this. It's going to feel a bit strange, but it'll be nothing compared to what you've been through. So she'll wait for everybody to sort of link up hands. She will put her hand on the woman's wrist, and with a casting hand, she will draw downwards in a line with her finger, and you'll see a silvery light appear, and it will open up a tear in space, and Alora will push through that and take the woman and the 2 children back to the fortress, which the base of the fortress, because it's magical, we're not going to get inside it, we have to do that from externally. And I think the DM had already ruled that we could make that. It's about a 1/6 of a mile her dim door can take her.
Yeah, you would be able to make that jump, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So she's going to step on through, holding tightly to the woman's wrist and making sure that the children are all in contact, and she's just going to step through and go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will say that you have noticed pretty early on that these children look nothing like this woman.
Right.
They certainly look related to each other, but they look nothing like this woman. But you open up this tear in space and you are able to walk through. You see the tower appear in front of you, and you're able to step over the threshold into this rift in space and
Right.
appear on the other side.
Right. The moment she steps out of this tear, and she'll turn to watch it close behind her, she will walk swiftly with them as quickly as they can go to the front of the fortress door. She will mutter, "Carpet," and wait for the door to open. Was it carpet or envelope? I get really confused about this. I've got it written down somewhere. I think it was carpet.
No, I think it was envelope which opens
That's what
it.
it sounds
But
like.
either way, you say the word and nothing happens.
Okay, she'll say the other word, envelope.
I'm pretty sure the other word was carpet, which was...
Carpet, envelope. She's just going to mutter carpet, envelope, envelope, carpet.
Okay, you start muttering envelope and carpet, and the tower starts shrinking and then resizing, shrinking rapidly.
No, I don't think it would. I think you can only use it once, can't you? So she would have uttered the word for open.
Nothing happens.
Just
She's
pull
going
the
to
door
try-
open.
She's going to try the door.
You open the door.
Oh, that's weird.
The command
She's
phrases are to shrink it and unshrink
Yes.
it, not unlock it and lock it.
Right. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I thought.
No, it's always been that way. The command words were to shrink it down to the chest piece size and to turn it back into its 30-foot form.
Yeah, in the meantime then, Yaz, could Ogvar go through his bag and fetch out his vest of escape which he got from the Shattered Moon and pop that on?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, you can do that.
Is it like an undervest or an overvest, if that's such a thing?
I don't know. What would you prefer?
Well, I'd prefer it to all stacked so I can have my armour on as well, but that's... you don't always get what you want.
What was it called?
Basically, it's going to give me a +4... Oh, it's DMG page... 268. It basically gives you
268.
escape artist and lock picking check bonuses.
Okie dokie, 1 second. 8.
It's a silk vest. A simple silk vest.
Yeah, you can put that on under your armour.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I've got it, and Sam is right. Open was carpet and close was envelope. Yeah,
Thank you. Yep.
way back in episode 81.
Okay.
Open is carpet and close is envelope. Yeah.
Was Cod's wallet make it shut? Make it small?
Yes, that was what made it small.
Yeah.
No, Cod's wallet was the larger tower.
Ah, yes.
How did we shrink it?
By saying envelope.
Yeah. I might have recorded it wrong, maybe. I'd have to go back and listen to it to know.
I think carpet opens it. When you close it, it automatically magically locks. An envelope shrinks it, but I don't.
No,
I don't know what.
No, so what happens is you've got two
Yeah.
command words. You've got one which makes it big, which is carpet, and then you've got one which makes it small, which is envelope. Right?
No.
That's what Rick just said.
I
No.
have got the open and closed written down on mine.
Yes, open and closed. It was to open the door and close the door. I think envelope might have been to close it down, but carpet was to open it.
That's what I just said. Carpet to open it, envelope to make it smaller. The phrase word carpet turns it from its small cube form into a full tower.
No.
What do
Sorry.
you mean no?
No. It's. I'm trying to find it in my book.
Section
For the
81.
purposes of this,
Yeah.
for the purposes of this, should we just say we use the command word to open the door?
I think
and
that's
move
wise.
in, and then correct it later? We can easily go back and listen to it once
Yeah.
we know what's going on.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, let's
So
do that.
hang on. What was the word to open it? What have you got down?
81. Carpet opens it because there was a riddle to open
Yes,
the door.
you're correct. And the word
Yeah.
to close it was envelope, correct?
Yes.
Okay, what you're all getting confused with is that the phrase carpet turns it from its small form into its full form. The phrase envelope turns it from a full 30-foot tower into the smaller form, because when you closed it, you had to say carpet underwater to shrink it down into the cube form so you could take it with you. So the words carpet and envelope, sorry, other way around, envelope to
Yeah.
shrink it down. The words carpet and envelope are the trigger words to either grow it or shrink it. They've
But the door is locked. The door was locked.
They've
We
got
had
nothing to do with the door being locked.
Okay.
There we go. We have an answer.
Yeah, okay, so you open the door. Ogvar, you get changed into the silk vest. You slip it on underneath your armour. is there anything else that Otto and Ogvar are doing while Alora has temporarily disappeared?
Do you want to? Do you want to work on the lock while I keep an eye on the entrance, or the other way around?
I can certainly have a go at the lock. I can't make any promises, but I shall try my best.
Well, if anyone can figure out, I'm sure it's you. I shall be keeping an eye on the entrance then, and if anything comes, well, you'll probably just feel the fur of a bear tickling your behind.
Okay. I don't think I've ever experienced that before, but first time for everything, I suppose.
I'm not going to promise a fun experience.
Okay, so Ogvar, you're going to start attempting to open the lock, correct?
Yes, please.
Okay, so how are you doing that?
I imagine he'll sort of get his dagger and maybe a bit of the minecart brake handle, and sort of like try and use them together to sort of like lever or shimmy the bolt from the other side or something.
Okay, can you please make me a open lock check at disadvantage, please?
Okay. Lowest one was an 8 with a +8 for a 16.
Okay, yeah, no, a 16 isn't going to cut it, unfortunately. You are attempting to jimmy the lock open with tools which are very much not suitable for the job. And we will leave you still attempting to get that lock open when we go and visit Alora.
Right, so as Alora steps out from the tear in fabric of space, they all arrive together. She will tug them along and walk directly up to the door, say the command word, open the door and walk in, bringing them in with her.
Okay, yeah, there's no need to speak the command word. You open the door and you walk in.
Okay. She'll usher them in, close the door behind her. She will say, right, I have to go back to help others. You will be safe here. This building is magically protected. Do not, under any circumstances, while one of us is not here, open that door, answer that door, respond to anybody calling, knocking, or anything else. This is a safe space if you remain in here. There is running water. As I said, it's magical. There are random clothes upstairs in the wardrobe. There is bedding. And there is now food. I will bring food back with me. Okay? Just try and get yourselves cleaned up and just relax. Get something to eat. Don't drink too much. Not too quickly. I need to go back, and I will promise I will come back for you in a few minutes. With that, she's going to turn, walk back to the door, open the door, make sure she closes the door, and she is going to cast Dimension Door back to the space which she left.
Okay, you return to the space from whence you came, and you see Otto on guard. You see Ogvar attempting to pry open this lock with what looks to be a long rod and a dagger. And you're now back with the group. At this point, Ogvar, can you please make me another open lock check at disadvantage?
We'll give another go. Nice. Ooh, that was good. A 17 and a 19, so I'll take the 17 plus 8 for lots. 25.
Okay. 25 just makes it. You are able to, using your tools, you are able to just about move the tumbler inside of the mechanism. And you're able to, you really have to put some strength in it, and you're at the verge where you can feel that your tools are, you know, if you put just an increment more pressure, they're either going to snap or they're going to slip. And it is at that point when you feel the click and you feel the lock release.
Aha. So Ogvar swings the door open and sort of puts himself in the door frame so it doesn't lock again, and sort of just dagger in one hand, break handle in the other. Which I don't think there's much finesse. I think it's a bit more brute force and ignorance. I channeled my inner Queuing, I think, but it seemed to work. Now, should we get these people out of here?
Yes, excellent idea. Do you need some help, Alora? Can you take everyone with you?
Well, she just sort of like pops back into existence, and she looks around. Oh, good! You've got the door open. Well done, brilliant. Right, who's left? There's the two guys and the elderly woman.
There were 3
Do you want to?
men and the elderly woman. There were 7 in the cage.
3. Oh, I must have written that down wrong then. Okay. Right, she's... Can one of you guys... Are one of you in a state to walk? Can you manage to make a bit of a journey?
One of the men, he looks to be younger, stands up. I can.
Thank you. She's going to grab the hands of the other 2 and make sure that, right, just hang on to each other there. She's going to go and... Otto, can you lift that elderly woman? I don't suppose she weighs much now, but can you lift her and put her in my arms, please?
I can. I can certainly try. Otto's not the strongest of fellows, but he shall go down and just very gently try and offer his shoulder and lever the woman to her feet and support her over to Alora.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
she is fully unconscious, so you would have to pick her up.
Oh, my apologies. Yeah, she is. Yeah, He would. It's going to be a struggle, but he'll lay down and with a few grunts and curses, he will lift her up and pass her to Alora.
Yeah, can you
Right.
please make me a strength check?
Do you want Ogvar to help? I'll give you a hand there or 2.
Yes, I think that might be necessary, especially with a 5 on the dice. Yeah.
If Ogvar's helping, you can roll advantage.
Ah, that's useful. 15, that helps. -1, 14.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're able to pick her up, and you're trying to be gentle with her, but she is, like most unconscious bodies, quite unwieldy. You are able to pick her up, you are able to take her over to Alora. Alora, if you are carrying her, can you please make me a strength check?
Laura's going to ask Otto to place her on the ground. She didn't want her dragged across the floor, so
Okay.
she will help Otto to place her on the ground in front of her,
Okay.
and she will get one of the 2 men that are coming back with her to hold the old woman,
Okay.
hold her wrist or something, and Alora will take one of the wrist of the guys who are in contact, and she will cast Dimension Door once more again. The finger out, vertical tear in space, wait for it to form, and then she's going to move through it and take the 3 with her.
Okay, yeah, you again travel through space, you step over the threshold of the rift as you emerge on the other side with these two men and the old woman in tow. You are assume, yeah?
She would have, before she stepped through, important, she would have said to the others, are you going to make your way back so we can settle these before we decide to set out again, or do you want me to come back to you?
I think we'd best come back to you. What do you think, Ogvar?
Oh yes, as you look at the young man, as long as you're all right for a short brisk walk.
Yes, I should be able to, yes.
Right. With that, Alora nods kind of gruffly, steps through and takes the 3 with her. That's the order in which it goes down.
Okay, so Alora, you were able to get them into the tower, you were able to get them settled. I'm assuming you're going to put the old woman somewhere on the sofa and make her comfortable.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while you are busy doing that, the rest of you can make your way back through the mine. You're not going to encounter any danger. You've cleared out the danger on the way. You know this. Kef will help support this young guy who is, although he is walking and he is mobile, he is not fast, he is not steady on his feet. You can clearly see the effects of dehydration and malnutrition starting to show. His limbs tremble uncontrollably, and he stumbles frequently, having to be supported by Kef. But nevertheless, you make your way back through this area, and as you all pass through this room, this squarish cavern, can you all actually give me 1 second? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Number 1 for Ogvar is going to be a 6 to hit.
No, that doesn't beat my AC.
For Otto, a 7 to hit.
Will miss.
For Keth, a 12 to hit, which might actually hit his AC. Where is his thing? I don't know where Keth's sheet's gone. That's useful.
Can I just verify that we've been calling him Kaif this entire time?
That's
Yep.
because his name is Cave and not Keth, and I'm
Okay.
thinking of Epcot Adventures for some reason.
No worries.
Yes.
Right, I've lost Keth's sheet and I'm going to have to find that, but I don't think 12 will hit. But now I've said that, I'm not sure. Hang on.
Probably close, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's going to be close, that's why I'm trying to find the sheet. Where the hell's it gone? Right, okay, got it. I tidied up, but subsequently don't know where I tidied everything.
Yeah, that's always a problem.
Right, where are we? Da. Not that one, not that one. That one? Yeah, it's that one. Just do it for the AC. AC, where are you? Yeah, AC 12, it hits. So, with an AC of 12, can someone please make me a... can someone please make me a D20 roll, please?
Okay. A 4.
A 4. A 4.
That was a saving throw, wasn't it?
Oh dear. It was indeed a saving throw. Okay.
Oh no.
And we will do one final roll, and it's going to be 7, so it's not going to hit that and hit your new friend. Okay, so as you pass through this squarish room, which Elora had suffered in previously, Ogvar and Otto, you're able to move through without any issues. Your new friend, the prisoner you've just released, sticking close to Keth, is able to hobble through, but it's as you turn around, you hear a as you pass through the entrance, this passageway into the room beyond, you hear a thump as Kaif, as Kaif wobbles and falls over fast asleep.
Well, there's a fine time.
Oh dear.
Ogvar, get the others out. I'll bring him along.
Okay, but if the same thing happens, you just shout.
If the same thing happens to me, I'm hoping you can hear my snoring from a while away.
Will that would work as well. I've experienced your snoring once before.
Never split the party.
Okay, I'll watch
This
from the
was
door.
your idea.
Says the person who split the party, right?
I have a job that I need to do.
Oh, so that makes it all right.
Yes,
I have a job I need to do.
I'm good. I'm in the fortress.
So
Sake.
Otto is going to do something that hasn't worked terribly well for a little bit because of the narrowness of the corridors, but it's still going to be, I think, necessary. And I think he's going to turn into a form that might scare off a lot of people in order to pick this guy up and move him. He's going to turn into a troll. And hopefully Kaif doesn't panic too much when he feels himself being thrown over his shoulder.
Oh, God, how's he going to get down the corridors?
Well, I'm figuring a troll's slightly skinnier than a bear, so that might be slightly
Yeah, it's a
easier.
reasonable assumption.
I'm boss
Okay,
seeing this sort of
so-
just ushers everyone else. Okay, now keep moving and don't look back. We'll deal with that in a minute. Come on, everyone, through the doorway, please.
It's just
It's the
one
one
guy.
It's the one time a troll might improve the smell in the atmosphere, isn't it?
Okay, so as you go in, Otto, to pick up Kaif, does a 17 hit your AC? Your flat-footed AC, I will say.
As a troll, now that's a very good question, and I will just need a moment to get that. I think the answer is hopefully no, but I'm going to double check it.
Does the mage armour still apply to that?
Yeah, it should
Yes.
do,
Yep.
because I'm not wearing any armour still. Sorry, I'll just be a moment on this one because I was in the process of opening up my troll sheet.
Troll sheet.
Troll
He's got
sheet.
a troll sheet.
I have a
troll
different
sheet
I have a
does
different character sheet for each form that I have because I like to be prepared. No, it won't due to having the enhanced AC of 22. Thank you for that, Elora.
Okay, and that's including flat-footed, just checking.
My apologies, it's not, but that won't take it down by 6. That'll take it down to 20.
Okay. Okay, that's fine, yeah. So you're able to walk in there, and it is it's incredibly smoggy. The air is thick, the incense is burning, and you're able to pick up Kaif. He's limp, he snores gently as you toss him over your shoulder, and happily mosey out of the room.
Yep. I shall just squeeze down the corridors as best I need to, and maybe just give a little bit of space between us and Ogvar and our new companion. Don't really want to scare them too much.
Yeah. So as you travel through the corridors, it's been about a minute, and you feel Kaif begin to stir on your shoulder as he begins to come to.
Alright, don't panic now. Wouldn't want you to scare yourself and get hurt. Go back to the tower, and I will tell you that if you make too much noise, you'll be going back to sleep again.
Okay, but why are you green?
Because I haven't seen a yellow troll.
Fair enough, neither have I. I can walk if that's easier.
Yes, it might be. And he will just very carefully in these sort of confined spaces, just find enough of a spot to set Kaif down on his feet, gently as he can, and sort of look him up and down. You're going to go to sleep again?
Not until night time, hopefully.
Yeah, try to keep your eyes open for a little bit longer, lad.
Yeah, but that wasn't exactly voluntary.
Let me assure you talk too much, and next time won't be either.
Okay. And he turns around and begins to walk down the corridor, very much at a quickened pace away from you, Otto.
Yeah, Otto feels okay about that, that's fine. Gets him where he needs to go. Otto will stay in troll form up until the point he approaches the tower. Don't want any nasty surprises to come along on the short route across.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, you're able to. You are going to have to squeeze at some points, but you will be able to make your way back to the tower, albeit a lot slower than the others. And yeah, you're all making it back to the tower, and when you make your way inside, you will be able to see the 7 prisoners that you have rescued, plus Alora.
I think just to be clear, Otto will resume human form when he's in sight of the tower. He doesn't want to scare all these people that might kill them in their current state.
I'm so glad you said that.
So am I right now.
Okay, you're all back at the tower. What are you doing?
Closing the door.
Laura will rush to greet them. Oh God, I'm so glad. That was such a tense wait, waiting for you guys to get back. Was everything okay?
Yeah. Just look over at Kaif, just making sure he's just not going to try and say anything else. Yeah, I think it was all fine.
Thank God for that. Ogvar, could I take Orland back off you, please?
Yes, okay, no problem. Here you go.
Right. Oh, thank you, thanks. Orland, could you throw out, there's some 6 meat pies and I think there's 1 venison tear and share thing left. Could you, and a couple of tear and share flatbreads as well. Could you find those out for me, please?
Roger, and he just starts spitting them out.
Great. She's got quite used to catching stuff as it comes out of him because he's quite good at sort of firing them out like a cannon these days. She goes to the kitchen area and starts cutting up these meat pies and tearing up these flatbreads, and she'll just find something in the kitchen, a tray or something that she can dump it all on, and brings it out so everybody can actually have something to eat. So she's going to go off and offer food to everybody while the boys do whatever they do.
Okay.
It's not a big mystery, I promise. Guy time is like anyone else's time, really. We just find our own private space and keep watch out for any trolls coming. Or cultists, in this case.
They would be too careful when there's cultists about.
I guess she would... Laura would pull Ogvar to one side. Ogvar, the woman that I brought back here first, can you just take a look at her back and see if you can do anything with that at all? I've got nothing that I can think of. I used my only potion of healing, but she's very badly injured. You haven't seen what they've done to her back.
Okay.
It's horrific.
I don't have a lot of things myself. I might have
just horrific.
Dosing of Kyotum's ointment. That might do the trick.
If we've got anything that we can spare, it's horrendous.
Okay.
I mean, she's got a life, but it's terrible. It's terrible. I haven't even asked her name. I don't know what to say to her.
I'll start with, what's your name?
Yeah, well, maybe you guys can go talk to her and find out. I'll go and find out what the guys' names are and maybe speak to the children. I don't know. I'm not very good with kids. Ogvar's the best with those.
That sort of just goes a bit wide-eyed.
In order to help them best, I need a few hours' sleep. And if I can recharge myself, I can devote most of my magics towards healing magic. That might be the best course of action.
Well, I think we're here now. I mean, we can't just bugger off and leave them. We've got to make sure that they're cleaned up and clothed and get them some sleep as well. We might as well all take a rest. What do you reckon, Ogvar?
Seems perfectly reasonable to me, yes.
Yeah, okay. I don't suppose we've been travelling... After our last rest, I don't suppose we've been travelling through the mine for that many hours, had we, clearing stuff out and whatnot, and the spiders and the slime and whatnot?
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, you're not going to spend like hours and hours and hours and hours doing it. Maybe 3 hours at most.
Right.
Taking a cautious approach to it.
Okay. Okay, so I think everybody was sort of agreed on taking a few hours downtime, or whatever Otto needs at the fortress. And during that time, I think we get to know everybody's names, talk to the children, try and establish whether anybody was sort of related. Maybe Allura would ask the three men, are you all from the village, or are you from different places? Only, we saw a box of manacles in the storeroom that looked like they'd been, well, used. But there were far more manacles in there than the number of people that we know of that have gone missing from Gatstaff. So I'm assuming they've either brought them with them from wherever they came, or that it's not just people from the local village that are here or have been here. What can you tell us? We are looking for someone specific.
Okay. So, starting your questions off, I'm assuming you're going to spend some time asking these questions. And as such, you will be able to gain the following info. You will know each of their names, which the DM doesn't, because they are at NPC 1 through 7. So you will know their...
Start with the NPC number 1 then, please.
NPC number 1, please. So you learn their names. You learn that they are all of these 7 people are from the town. They are all residents of Gatstaff. The children are not related directly to any of the other captives. They were taken separately, but this woman has taken charge of them and started looking after them, having her own child having been left in the town. You will learn that there were more prisoners than there are currently, and that over the past couple of days, prisoners have been dragged off and taken elsewhere. You learn that they all started off in the lower cells, which you saw on the first floor of the mine, or on the ground floor of the mine. They were then dragged up to the cells on the next floor up, which is where you rescued them from, and then from there people were taken and they didn't see them again. There were more people. They think that it was perhaps some of the local trappers, some of the local hunters, who've been unfortunate enough to be caught out while in the woods alone. Certainly several people seem to be that way inclined, or hermits of some kind. And there were people which they didn't really have much of a chance to talk to each other. They were very much kept under the foot, beaten and bloodied, and the others who were there were particularly in a worse state. But they thought that they might have come from Stensia way, perhaps a town over by Stensia, but they couldn't be sure. They didn't really, again, have much of a chance to talk to them because they were so battered and bruised. They spent most of their time unconscious before they were dragged away. I'm just trying to think what else you would know. Were there any questions you had in particular? Yes. So they have seen 2 people who are of interest to you. They have seen Hans Reinhardt. He very briefly spent time in the cell that you found them in before being dragged off. They have not seen him since then, and that was a couple of days ago. The other person they saw was, dredging the depths of my memory, Christopher. I think it was Christopher. Samuel, not Christopher. Samuel, not Christopher, sorry.
Samuel.
No.
Samuel.
Yeah.
They saw Samuel, but he was taken quite early on. They spent some time with him. He assured them that they would escape and they would get out of here. but being the voice of reason, being the strength almost of this group of people, he was very quickly identified as such and very quickly beaten to the ground on a daily basis until he too was taken and they did not see or hear of him again.
Okay. Okay. Okay, well, thank you for your information. Obviously, this would have come out during lots of questions that Alora had interspersed with. Thank you for letting us know that information. It will hopefully be valuable in us helping others. Obviously, Otto's gone off to have a lie down somewhere, so I guess Ogvar and Alora would fill him in on that later. I suppose while all this information is being exchanged, she would just be exchanging glances with Ogvar, raising eyebrows, pulling slight faces at things, and guys, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go back out into the mine, but we are going to leave you here where you will be safe. We don't suggest you attempt to go back to the town right now because there are things going on. You can't get out of the town either. There's some kind of magical barrier blocking anybody leaving the town. You can get from here to the town, or at least you could when we came up from the town, but I'm going to suggest, I can't force you to stay here. I'm not going to imprison you like other people have done, but we're going to suggest that you stay here. Don't you think, Ogvar?
Oh, yes. Well, if you leave and go back to town, then whatever's taking people out of the town might just bring you straight back here anyway. As long as you're in here, you'll be reasonably safe. As safe as can be. Yeah. That's what I'd do if I were you, but of course the choice is yours. Does anybody here actually want to leave? Because if you do, we're not going to stop you.
Looking around at the assorted individuals gathered, they look tired, they look beaten, they look unwell. None of them look like they wish to attempt a journey in their state, especially not without some form of protection. And as you say these words, you get a murmuring and a lot of shaking of heads.
Okay, Laura is going to take one of her prized possessions. She's going to take her magic bedroll off her pack. She's going to put the magic bedroll down and she's going to say to them, right, this here is a very special item that I treasure. It is magical in nature. It is, and she's going to shake it out, it's a magic bedroll. I would suggest that perhaps you take turns. I don't know how long we're going to be gone, but you need somebody needs to take a full 8 hours rest, cocooned in this, and it will help to give you some healing back. So I would suggest those that are in the worst condition should be bundled up in this. I'm going to leave you to decide who you think needs to use this first. I'm sure you're all sensible people, and I'm sure you will all look after each other in our absence. But we will be back eventually. Our friend is just getting some rest. She looks at Ogvar. Ogvar, who do you think needs this first? And then we'll let them sort out who gets it after that.
Ogvar looks at the elderly lady and then the young lady. I wouldn't like to be the one who made that decision, but definitely one of the ladies.
Right. Shh. Alora will... She'll swallow hard, look from one to the other, and she's going to say to the younger woman, while we're gone, I want you to look after the children. Obviously, I understand that they're not yours now, but I want you to look after the children and make sure that they rest. You've been through a lot, but you've come out of this stronger than she has. I'm going to wrap her up in the bedroll to start with, and, well, may Avison give her strength, but if she doesn't make it, then you need to take the bedroll for yourself. Is that acceptable?
The woman nods her head at you.
Right. Ogvar, give me a hand to get this lady into this bedroll.
Okay.
So, I think between us, we'll try and manoeuvre the elderly woman as best we can.
Yep.
Into the bedroll, and just all we can do is hope for the best. I mean, Otto's done his best to give a small amount of healing just to stabilise her, really. Ogvar, I don't think Kyotum's ointment is really going to help her much, so I think all we can do is wrap her up in the bedroll and hope for the best. Give her the only chance that she can.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think we would probably do that, is just stretch her out on the sofa and just wrap her in the bedroll.
Okay.
Yep.
So you wrap her in the bedroll. Otto, you've gone for a rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to need to be a long rest, unfortunately.
What was that? Sorry.
It's going to need to be a long rest, unfortunately, but
Okay.
that way I can...
It has been approximately 3 hours since you last woke up.
Mhm.
So I'm going to rule here that you cannot take a long rest at this point. It
Okay.
hasn't been enough passage of time for you to take a long rest.
Right. Okay, that's entirely fair. Unfortunately, I have no other way of generating healing for them at the moment. Not even a good berry. So that will have to wait for after we get back, if that's the case.
Let me just have another look at something. Yeah. No, got nothing there, got nothing there, got nothing there.
Did we not get any healing potions in the big hoard we got before? Was there nothing in that?
Yes, we split the loot haul up between us and we all took various things. I took the only potion of cure wounds. I gave it to the one woman. But there is nothing else here that is going to... hang on, let me just have a look at this. I don't think that's going to help.
I've got one cure moderate wounds.
Fatigue. Also eliminates any fatigue suffered by the character.
At the time, Otto was still under oath, so he was unable to take any items, so I haven't got anything from there, unfortunately.
Ogvar does have Quin's healing kit.
Oh, and Esther's got the belt, so that doesn't help, because Esther's on the ship.
I knew there was something else, that's what I was thinking.
Yes,
There you go.
it was the belt, yeah. Yeah.
I can maybe assist a little bit if you're going to attempt to heal. I also has some knowledge of that sort of thing, although it's not exactly his strongest skill.
Just reading up on a healing kit.
I think Otto had some stuff from the loot hall, but I don't think it was...
Nothing healing related, no, he took a small amount
nothing,
from it, yeah.
Yeah. I think ultimately Alora would recognise the fact that there's not a huge amount they can do other than offer food, water, the safety of the fortress, and for the hours while Otto does get himself a short rest to whatever end, all they can do is offer food, water and rest, and I think that will actually go a long way to helping most of them. The elderly woman, it may be too late for her, but obviously Laura's given her the bedroll to wrap herself in to give her the best chance that she can, and if she makes it, she makes it. If she doesn't, she doesn't. Ultimately, Laura has seen something similar before when they went into the cave where the spawn was, and the elderly man was... It's actually quite a shocking throwback for Laura, and it makes her shudder a little bit just looking at the old woman, because it's like a sense of deja vu.
I think if Otto's unable to sleep after about an hour or so, he'll make his way out and try very hard not to disturb everyone as they rest, and just apologise. It's gonna have to wait until a bit later, unfortunately.
It's okay, Otto. It seems like it's been a long day already. I mean, we didn't... I suppose we shouldn't be surprised, but the level of depravity is just... It's horrific. And this elderly woman, it's... This is like... I've seen this before. It's like history repeating itself. There was an elderly man, I don't know whether we told you about it, but we found him in the cave of a spawn, and he was in a very similar condition. And Cuin did his best, but we were unable to save him. I just hope she fares a little better, but she is elderly. We'll see whether she makes it. It's in the lap of Everson now. There's little else we can do apart from show kindness.
Well, at least hopefully we've got here in time to help the others.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
about all
definitely.
we can say at the moment. Poor kids.
Yeah, and now time is of the essence. We need to move on and see. We need to find Hans, and if there's anybody else we can help, because I dread to think. I just don't even want to think. It's terrifying.
You know what I want to do? I want to go and find the people that did this, and I want them to have enough time to realise that they really should have treated people a little bit better. What do you think? Should we go and do that?
I'm more than happy to go and do that.
I feel that we're unable to assist any more right now, and although some of my skills are somewhat depleted, I've got enough left in the tank to go and have some impact. And I don't feel like sitting around here is going to make me or anyone else feel better.
No, I think the sooner we get on with this, the better. I don't even know how long we've been down here. I don't know whether it's day or night, but it doesn't really matter. We've had a rest. We need to move on. These will be safe here. I've left them some food. They've got plenty of water. Ogvar's done what he can to help. It's all we can do. At least they're safe.
Yeah.
Or as safe as they can be.
Well, let's hope that there's no other problems. Do you think he's been well behaved so far? Do you think maybe we leave Kaif with them to care for them?
I think we could. Kaif has still got his flail, but he's not outside the... Yeah. Laura's going to take her bow and arrow. She has I think it's a magical bow that she's got. I think it's a +1 bow. She's going to leave her bow and arrow with Kaif. Or the bow and obviously a bunch of arrows, her quiver, with Kaif, because you can shoot arrows out of slits if you need to. The tower's pretty much protected.
Okay.
Kaif? Kaif?
Yes.
I'm going to leave you this. We want you to stay here and look after these people. I think it's the least you could do. And I'm not putting their injury on you. I don't even know whether you realise how badly these people are being treated. But we want you to stay with them. Stay in this fortress. Nobody opens that door. Do not open that door for anybody, you understand?
Yes.
Did we say it magically locks on the way out?
It shuts on the way out. You shut it.
Does it magically lock?
Is there a bolt on the inside that we can get Cave to use?
Make me a high-low. Call it first.
Okay, I'll call high and roll a 9, so awkward.
Okay. So you chose high and rolled low, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There is not a bolt on the back of the door.
That's fine.
Get a table and stick it behind it.
I'll do something about that on my way out. Right. Yeah. Take these. This is a good quality bow. And here's a quiver of arrows. Should you need it, there are arrow slits on the second floor up. People can't ingress from there, but you could fire out if you needed to. Do not attempt to open that door. I will lock it on my way out.
Oh, okay. Okay. And he takes the bow and the arrows from you and slings them over his shoulder.
Okay.
And Cave, do me a little favour. Don't let us down.
I'll try not to.
Good.
This is your opportunity for proper redemption, Cave. These people, their lives are in your hands. With that, she's going to quietly turn away. And look to Ogvar and Otto. After you.
Sure.
Ogvar nods and steps out the door.
And
Otto.
Aurora will... Yeah, sorry, go on.
No, as I say we'll follow on. I should note that through the wild shaping, Otto has recovered some of his hit points, so he's feeling a little bit better than what he was.
Laura will step through the door, and as she goes through the door, she will close the door behind her. She thought it was a magical ceiling door, but she's not entirely sure of exactly how the tower works right now. She just has a rough idea. But what she will do is she has one more use of the wand of knock, and she will use that one use to lock the tower door behind her.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. You use the wand. You hear a clicking sound and...
Oh, hang on
No?
a minute, stop. No, it doesn't lock, it opens, doesn't it?
I didn't think it did lock it. I was just
Yeah, sorry,
wondering
no, I think lock. No, it doesn't. Okay, so she can't use that, but...
You can try.
No, I'm not going to waste it. If I know it doesn't do it, I know it opens, not closes, so sorry, I'll backtrack on that. I will not use that wand.
Okay.
She hasn't got anything to seal the door with. She's going to hope that she's correct in her assumption that the door does in fact lock
Okay.
magically.
Okay.
Everything else about the tower is magic, so yeah.
Okie dokie then. Right.
As the cell in the room revealed some tortured townsfolk, the team took in the horrors of the wicked and wanton deeds of cruelty carried out by the cultists. The most pressing problem was to move the prisoners to a safe space, something that the sorceress was largely able to assist with. Otto and Ogvar regrouped at the fortress, where whatever aid was available was gladly given. Armed with new information, the team strike out once more, determined to locate harms one way or the other and deliver a meaningful blow directly into the heart of the Skursdag's inner sanctum. As always, thanks for listening, and join us next week for episode 187. Hey, you made it this far, so lend us your ears for a moment longer if you will. Firstly, we are most humbled that you are enjoying our yarn, and the crew thank you from the bottom of their hearts for your patronage. Producing this podcast is incredibly hard work, and as such, if you would like to support us, there are a few ways in which you could really make a difference. Sharing links to friends and family helps to spread the word so others like you can find us, and in turn they too can enjoy the show. Equally helpful is leaving a 5-star review on Spotify and any other streaming services, which will help us immensely. Or, if you feel you could go that extra mile and contribute a few coppers to keep our creative juices flowing, you can hop on over to our Buy Me a Coffee page or drop us an email. We would all be immensely grateful for your support in any form. Lastly, we invite you to visit our website, where you will find information on our campaign from backstories to settings. Join our Facebook group or follow us on Twitter. All the links are in our episode bios. Don't forget to smash the subscribe and download buttons so you never miss the next episode. See you all again next week, folks.